I wish I could keyword all rich people. And he was like, you're here spending this money on this one when you could have easily just give out 5,000 naira to me. Work on your insecurity. Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is Oluchi, and today I'm talking about a topic that I titled rich shaming. Rich shaming is basically shaming someone because of the amount of money that they have. So that's it, because I didn't know what else to call it, and I decided to come up with rich shaming. If that's a word, I don't know, but I give it rich shaming. There are certain opinions online when it comes to rich people, which some of them I agree with, but there's certain opinions that I am like this one just came from a place of hate and jealousy. Disclaimer, I'm not talking about spoiled, bratty, rich people, those ones that are out of touch with reality and just talk anyhow. Because believe me, I've had my fair share. I've been privileged to meet some people that come from a lot. And let me tell you, mini story time. I remember one time, one of my friends, she came from money and she was wearing my clothes. And she went to meet her other friend who also came from money. And her friend was like, who gave you your clothes? And she was like, oh, it's Oluchi that gave me. And she was like, no wonder. When she came to tell me this thing, Jesus Christ, I didn't even know what I was going to do, sir, because I knew pretty well that I wasn't going to go and fight, but I felt so insulted. Okay. Another mini story time was this one time that I was talking about something with someone, and I forgot what I even mentioned, but I think I mentioned, let's say for example, my dad bought uh, a book or something like that, and he's like, "We dad bought a book. Oh, my dad went to Buckingham Palace and bought the entire library." I'm exaggerating, but it's something like that. After he bought that library, he went to so and so place in Oxford. He built this one. He did this one. Did this one. No, now look, I'm not against showing off, but sometimes it is not necessary. So there are just kind of things that makes you not want to have conversations with that person or whatever. So basically, I've had my fair share. So I know when people are talking about some rich people or talking about rich people who have some really bad characters, I know what you're talking about. But that is not what we're talking about. We're talking about the hate that stems from jealousy and hatred and insecurity. You know, people who are very quick to bash someone because they spend a certain amount of money on something that they probably would not be able to afford, or even they were able to afford it, they can't afford to spend their money on something like that. Or downplaying someone's achievement simply because they feel their parents are rich or have connections, and so it must have not been hard for them. That's what I'm talking about. Because I remember this one time, there was this lady, I've forgotten what she bought. I think it was hair. I think it has something to do with hair something. And I'm not some of these purchases. I feel like if someone is going to make or spend that amount of money on something, most of the time, it means they have more than enough in their bank account. You that is on the internet wailing about what they're spending or their spending expenses, you are coming from a place of lack, basically. Because this person knows that more is coming. And maybe she decides to share. Because I know sometimes they're going to be like, why are you putting your business on social media if you don't want anybody to judge you? But at the same time, that does not give you the right to be disrespectful. How can you spend so much money when there are people in the world suffering? Because that's the main argument I normally see. How can you be spending so much money on this, and this when there are people in the world who don't have food, who don't have clothes, who have shelter? You that is talking. The people that are having problems around you, how many of them have you helped? Look, I understand, like, helping people who are in need and all of that. But for me, I don't see it as a valid argument when it comes to how people spend their money. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't just see it as a valid argument. She's spending so much money when she could have used that money to help people who are poor. What's your business? You that are more happen to be more or a little bit more privileged than certain people. How many people have you helped? It's giving Jesus Iscariot. You know, when Jesus Christ, I've forgotten what he bought, he and his disciples bought, and Jesus Christ was like, this money that you spent, you are using it to feed the poor. And at the end of the day, he was the one that betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. So, but it comes from a place of greed and it comes from a place of hate. Hate in the sense that someone even wished that they could kill all rich people. I don't even know. I've gotten, I wish I could, like, I normally like take pictures of all of these things on, like, whenever I see them so that I can talk about, because I didn't know I was going to talk about this topic around that time. And I forgot what this woman bought or what she was talking about. But he got angry, or she got, I think it was a man, I don't know. And the person commented, I wish I could K word all rich people. And there are people liking that comments. Over, I think more than 1,000 people liking the comment. So if they give people gun, it will go around killing rich people. I don't know. I don't know what kind of mentality that is. I don't know if it's a scarcity. No, it's not even it's not a scarcity mentality. That's just jealousy. It's kind of like, why are things working for this person, or why does this person have it easy and then I don't? But that is just life. I feel that is just life, because I know, like I said, I have been among people who have a lot, and I won't lie that certain, no, I don't know, this kind of thought never came to my head, oh, but certain thoughts of, I wish it was me, but this is just taking it to an extreme. I saw this one time on another comment section. I think someone, these my stories are so vague. They are so vague because, like, I'm not able to show receipts and all of that. But anyways, someone posted something. Yeah, they bought something, and this lady was in the comments crying that it's so sad to see people spend so much money on so and so when I've not been able to eat food or something like that for the past week. I don't know what she said basically, but it seems like she didn't have money to take care of something for the past week. But that's not her business. That the person online, that is not their business, not their job to make you happy. These days everybody's recording everything and anything, which obviously is not a good thing, but everybody's recording everything and anything. And you are definitely going to see something that is going to upset you. The most you can do is scroll. Not get angry that someone is spending money on something that you cannot afford. Everybody's now supposed to work on eggshells because you cannot get something. What does that mean? Nobody owes you anything. I'm sorry, but it is one thing you're going to take from this video is that nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you money, time, attention, whatever. Like, if you just for the loan, you're going to leave alone. The same thing with this guy that was getting angry with DJ Copy. If you're Nigerian, you know what I'm talking about. With DJ Copy, because he asked her for 5,000 naira on one of her comments, and then the next time, I think she was talking about how she bought, is it a bag or a shoe or something? She bought something that was expensive, and he was like, you're here spending this money on this one when you could have easily just give out 5,000 naira to me. And when I saw this, that was the first time. No, not the first time, Sha, but like, that was the first day that I was on Twitter. Let me say it like that. That was the first time I was on Twitter. And I happened to, okay, now I'm on Twitter. Let me just scroll through. And I happened to see, Twitter will be recommended a lot of different accounts to you and all that. So that was when I saw it. And he was like, how can you spend 5,000? In my head, I was like, what the freaking hell is this? What is this? How old are you? You're getting angry with someone for spending money on stuff. This person does not owe you anything. Your friends, not just random people on the internet, your friends do not owe you anything. Your relatives do not owe you anything. As sad as it is, or as harsh as it is, like, this is my friend, this is my relative. I don't know what kind of relative you have, the kind of friends that you have that cannot help you, blah 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 blah. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that at the back of your head, it should just be there that these people do not owe you anything. Like, if they're going to do for you, fine and good. But don't look at it as something that they are supposed to do. So you don't end up hurting yourself. That's just my own 2 cents. And I also feel that rich shaming also comes from a place of insecurity. These same people that get angry that someone, because I remember this one time. I remember this one time. This girl, she's not my friend, and she's kind of related to me, but at the same time she's not related to me. I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe. Anyway, so I remember one time I saw this girl I love, I adore on social media, and she spent money on something. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, like, look at what, okay, no, I don't think she spent money on something. That was not even what I was showing her. Man, I actually forgot what I was trying to even show herself. But basically, the life that she was living fascinated me. And fascinated me enough to want to show her that, oh my god, look. And the first thing she did was, why is she showing off? Oh, what are you talking about? That's her life. That's her job. She's a lifestyle influencer. And in my head then I was like, what kind of bitter person are you that you see someone enjoying and what comes to your mind first is that they're showing off. I feel like people who think like this are the same kind of people who are going to get upset because of the way someone carries himself, or so the way someone does certain things. Or she's acting this way because she feels like she's better than every other person. Work on your insecurity. Mind the business that pays you. I don't know if my mentality is so different from other people because I am going to have money. Yes, whether the devil likes or not, I'm going to have money. I don't know if this is my mentality when it comes to things like money and status and all of that. Like I don't feel intimidated by them, and I don't even have much. I don't come from much, but I don't feel. I never looked at someone who had more than me and felt intimidated. It's not a thing of pride. It's not maybe a thing of pride. I do know that I have a lot of pride, but yeah, like I don't. When I see like so, I spent so and so money amount of money on this. Like okay, no problem. I spent some. It's just that. So I feel like this when people say anything like this, not from the fact that it comes from a place of jealousy and bitterness and just pure hate. I think it also comes from insecurity. You want it because you can't tell me there's nobody in this world. Okay, maybe there are some people. Let me know. Let me just make an exception. But out of the population of this world, 99 or let's say 99.5% want money. Everybody wants money. Like this world is so money based. For you to attain a certain level of happiness, because this kind of thing, that money does not buy happiness is a lie. For you to attain a certain level of happiness, you need money. The reason why some people get angry and bash other people's life choices, or people just living their life and then you're getting angry because they have money or feeling entitled to know how much money they are making and understand why they can't spend so much money, is because of insecurity. The same reason why someone would, like I said, be confident in yourself or be naturally intelligent or something like that, and then you get angry simply because you were not able to get that thing. That is the same. It's the same character. I don't understand what that is about, but maybe it's my own upbringing. Because instead of running to bash someone and think about killing people who are rich or laughing at the misfortune of people who are rich, maybe you should look inward. Maybe you're just a bitter person. It's not about rich people. It's just about the kind of person that you are. You can't tell me that if you had kids and they wanted to do something and you had the money to help them, to push them, you are not going to do it. This is not spoiling. This is not spoiling. This is taking advantage of the privilege that you have to leverage the life of your child. Because I don't know which person in their right mind wants their child to suffer. Fix yourself. Life is not fair. Deal with it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And I'm going to see you